Hey everyone, it is Tracy coming to you live from Golden Dog Adventure Company headquarters here in black fly infested Barrington, New Hampshire. They are out, and that makes our adventures all that more interesting as we try to find times of the day when maybe they are not out as much on our adventures, and also lather up, slicker down with all of the good sprays that we carry with us. So, guys, we're jumping into it today. Today is May 1st, and we like to come to you live on the first day of every month to let you know all the great stuff that is coming up in the month ahead. So we are going to jump into what is happening this month. And happy May Day to everybody. So, first off, we want to welcome two new members to our club. One is from Merrimack and one is from Kensington. So, we welcome them joining our happy family here. And we want to welcome three partners who have joined or renewed. So, Sandra McCarthy Photography, who's been with us for the past year, and Dr. Lisa Boyer from Animal Health Consultants in Brentwood is renewing. Great to have both of them back. Dr. Boyer does our Ask the Veterinarian series. And then Woof Meow joined as a corporate partner this past month with their 48 employees. So we have 48 new members we've added to our family. And they have locations in the Derry and Dover areas. So you're going to be learning a lot more about them here over the next several months as we learn more about them and we start doing some events and promotions with them as well. So welcome to all of our new partners for renewing and joining. So May is a new month, which means we have a new bonus. And if you do join our happy club family in May, we are offering a $25 gift card to the partner location of your choice. We have about 22 partners, and you can choose a gift card at any one of them. Either we get the gift card for you, or some of our partners, depending on if you work with one of the dog trainers, we'll just put a credit on file for you. So your choice there. And so just a reminder about this project that we are doing for Pets of the 603 with Sandra McCarthy Photography. This is a fundraiser that we are working on for Mary's Dogs. Our goal is to reach $10,000. You can see we are getting close, but we still have a little ways to go. And so we are looking to not only tell the story of the plight of rescue dogs, but also what goes on behind the scenes at Mary's Dogs with the volunteers, the families, the rescues in the South, and just really create awareness for them. So Sandra McCarthy is putting out this beautiful photo book of which your dog could be photographed and included in. We have sold several sponsorships for the book already, and it's going to be a beautiful book telling the stories of the rescue dogs that will be featured in it as well. Would love to feature your rescue dog as well. And if it's something you're interested in learning more about, whether you want to get your dog featured or you just want to support the project, there's all different levels you can support at. You just go to goldendognh.com/support-rescue-dogs. All right, so lots of thank yous for April. Canine Strong was our featured expert. April Bagosh, we appreciate her time and all of the great information and materials and resources she shared with us throughout the month. She will have another two events coming up this month as well, because the official club adventure was rescheduled. Actually, that'll be rescheduled to June. And then she does have her Ask the Expert series, which is coming up this week, where she'll be talking about lifelong learning through fitness. So we'll get into that here as we get a little bit closer to the adventures. And then thank you to all of our partners and sponsors and members and our team who made the third annual Doggy Easter egg hunt a success. Here is a few of them on this page that we want to give thanks to. And then the rest are on this page. And it took a small village to pull this off for sure. And we had some wonderful raffle prizes that we were able to have at the event. Raised almost $1,000 just in raffle money alone. So we really appreciate all the great companies that and partners that gave us items to raffle off at the event. And it did not rain. It was windy and cold, but fortunately it didn't rain. It turned out to be a great event. And here are just a few pictures from the fun that we had on that day. You can see everybody's bundled up. You'd think it was winter. But so far, knock on wood, if I have any wood here, it has not rained at this event. Although what we have decided to do, because in the past, what we've done is the event always fell on the Saturday before Easter, but Easter next year is in March, and that will just be too early. So it looks like we're going to set this event every year on the same date, and it will be later in April. That so that hopefully we can have a little bit warmer temperatures, and the name of it will change from the Doggy Easter egg hunt to the Doggy Spring egg hunt. So, and there will be a few other changes coming up. I'm hoping if everything goes as we're expecting, we'll have some very big, exciting changes to announce as it relates to this event based on some great feedback from our survey for this year. So appreciate everyone who took the time to give us their feedback. Our team has already been brainstorming ideas for next year, and once those things are finalized, we will be sure to share them with everybody. All right, our featured expert for May is Laura Gendron of Misbehavior. We've got quite a few fun things going on with her in the month of May, and then one event that will be held in June as well, just based on venue availability. So we'll be talking about that one in June, but we'll talk about the other great events coming up with her in May. May's theme is National Pet Month, so we've got a whole slew of different things that we're going to be talking to you about and educating you for in May as it relates to National Pet Month. Different adventure locations in May, and we did have quite a few events rescheduled from April, so you'll see some of the same locations here, but we're going to be in Portsmouth, York, Maine, Hooksett, Lee, Newington, Epping, Rochester, Deerfield, and Kittery Point, Maine. Still trying to get our beach outings in there before the beaches are closed off to dogs during the day. Just a reminder, you need to pre-register for all events. Limited tickets are always there. We always limit tickets to all of our events to keep our numbers low and keep our events safe, welcoming, and inclusive. So that you can always see that information on our events. It always says how many tickets are left. And if for some reason you don't get a ticket, but you're interested, please put your name on the waiting list, especially if you are a member. We usually reserve a few extra tickets for members just in case. And we do have cancellations at the last minute. So we do very frequently go to the waiting list to extend tickets to people on the list. All right, so as I mentioned, April is coming this week, May 2nd. So that's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for our Ask the Expert series. This is a member-only benefit where they get to have complete access to our experts to ask them any kind of questions about the learnings from the past month when April was the featured expert, and any questions in addition as it relates to canine fitness. So our members who are signed up for tomorrow will have access to April. And then we will also be going over different aspects of the club. There's some new things that have changed, some different things that are coming up, and I will go over that with members tomorrow night at our session at 7 p.m. in the Zoom room. Our pop-up talk with Misbehavior is going to happen this Wednesday, May 3rd. It's going to be on happier handling at home. Laura is also going to be talking about fear-free practices. That is going to be the official club event that is coming in June, where we will be going through specific stages of fear-free learning. And so this is the pop-up talk leading up to that so that you can get a sense of what she's going to be talking about, what she's going to be teaching. And then, of course, the education follows through the month with our featured experts. It all relates to a similar topic, just so that we can reinforce that learning for you. And then because it is, well, it's May now, but April is normally the time of year where we start up our doggy socials again at Friendly Pets Dog Park in Lee. We have access to the back half just for our events. I don't think we did any doggy socials last year. We may have done one. I can't remember. And I don't remember why we didn't do them last year. I think there was a specific reason. Can't remember. But they are back on the calendar. We have 2 coming out for this month. And then depending on how they go, will determine how many we offer going forward through the summer and the fall. So if this is something you're interested in, go ahead and register. Of course, your dog should be used to a pack of dogs off leash. Social skills are key. This would not be a comfortable environment for certain types of reactive dogs. So just read some of the disclaimer information to make sure it would be comfortable for your dog. And we're going to do a number of different things, from confidence building activities to playing with toys to ball pits to games. It's all in a controlled environment with an opportunity to communicate with each other and understand your dog's body language and if they're comfortable in that environment. So that the first one's coming up Thursday, May 4th this week. Our members only off leash social, which was rescheduled from April, is now on Sunday, May 7th at 9 a.m. in York, Maine. And then that evening, the same event, this was rescheduled from April as well. This will be the Senior Stroll and Social at Pickering Ponds in Rochester, May 7th. And then we will be headed to Lone Oaks after that event for some ice cream, in case you don't know who Lone Oaks is. Our lunch and learn here at the beginning of May will be on Monday, May 8th. You'll be learning about who gets the dog in a divorce. One of our community members was instrumental in having a law changed that made a substantial difference regarding how dogs are treated as in the divorce proceedings. Really, really interesting. A very, very sad story. Could have been even worse, but because she was able to change this law, she was able to save her dog's life. And I really, really can't wait to bring this information to you guys, just so you can see the power that one person has to make a difference, especially when it comes to, the welfare of pets. So if you're able to join us, great. If not, please do watch the replay. It really is going to be a very important one. Pack Adventure, this will actually be with Misbehavior. We're doing this one a little earlier than we normally do. Laura had asked if we could do one that was more like mom's hours when their kids are in school. So we're trying this one Wednesday, May 10th at 9 a.m. It will be in Epping, Burley Farms, which is a great place. And this is really a great place for reactive dogs as well. Laura will be bringing Willow, who always comes in muzzles. So you'll be learning a little bit about muzzle training as well. And because half of this venue is open field, it really is a great opportunity for us to spread out, give our dogs plenty of room. And we've had a lot of success with dogs being comfortable at this venue. All right, so happy Dog Mom's Day. It is an official holiday, and it falls on the Saturday before Mother's Day. So if you are not a mother to a human child, it does not matter. We're going to celebrate you the same way. Come on out on Saturday, May 13th. We are going to be at Creek Reservation in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, for a Happy Dogs Mom Day walk. It will be a meditative and contemplative walk with spiritual teacher Manny Miros. This guy is really, really interesting. He's actually the founder of the Alnoba Peace Foundation. I believe that is in Kensington, but really interesting. I'm really looking forward to this event. And this is a beautiful location too. If you've never been to the Little Harbor Trail in Portsmouth, if you don't join us on this event, you've got to get out there though. Beautiful this time of year. So hopefully you'll want to join us as well on Happy Dog Mom's Day. Our Pack Adventure, which was a member-only event in April but got rescheduled, it now has to be a Pack Adventure because on the weekends in May, Fort Foster does charge $20 a head, so we wanted to avoid that charge. So we'll be going on Wednesday, May 17th at 1 o'clock. This is in Kittery Point, Maine. Our Reactive Dog Support Group series continues. The next session is Thursday, May 18th at 7 p.m. in our Zoom room. Also, what I want to do is remind you that we do still have, I believe it's 3. It's either 3 or 4 spots. I want to say 3 in our current session. And it's not too late to join the series for the year if you're interested, because what you're getting is not only the rest of the live sessions coming up. You have access to the recorded sessions for February, March, and April. Plus, you get tickets to all of the big name speakers that we're bringing on this year. 2 have already passed. Michael Shikashio is coming up in June. We've got Kim Brophy. We've got Annie Fenix. And I believe that rounds out our series. So by the time you end up paying just for the tickets for just those speakers, if you paid a little bit more to join the Reactive Dog Support Group, if that is support you need, it ends up being a really good deal. So just something to think about if you have been considering joining us at these sessions. Pop-up adventure, this was rescheduled from this past weekend. I think we have 4 events from April that were rescheduled. So this is now, it was hike, swim, and lunch. It is now hike, swim, and dinner. It's currently sold out, but I believe there are a few cancellations that are coming through. So it could open a couple spots. But Saturday, May 20th, we'll head down to Heads Pond and Hooksett, and we will hike out, have a swim at this beautiful pond, hike back, and then we'll go to the Brick House for dinner, which has a really nice, spacious outside dog-friendly area. So that's always a fun hangout there. And then we're bringing back the sensory scavenger hunt at the mall at Fox Run with Barrington Barks and Behavior. This will be Sunday, May 21st at 8:30 a.m. in Newington. And the Q&A session for that will be held on Wednesday, May 17th. And there actually is a fair amount of changes to this session based on survey feedback. We really, really feel good about the changes that we made to sensory stations throughout the mall versus just 1 or 2. And the feedback was really spectacular for this last event. We always learn a lot from the feedback. And so Monica and I have been brainstorming, and we've made quite a few changes that we will go over at the live Q&A session on the 17th. If you've registered for this event and you cannot make the live Q&A session, that is not a problem, because we will send out the link within 24 hours so that you can watch the replay and you can be all set to have the best experience possible and be up to date on all the changes for that event. All right, Ask the Veterinarian with Dr. Lisa Boyers coming up on Tuesday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. And this month, because it's National Pet Month, she's going to be talking about traveling with your pets. This is going to be a really good session, especially if you're thinking about traveling this summer. So she's going to be talking about local travel, regional travel, national travel, and international travel, traveling by car, traveling by, I think she's covering train or bus. She's also covering traveling by air as well, and the different things you need, different things to be aware of. So this one's going to be really, really informational. If you're camping, you take your dogs in your RV, whatever, there's lots of good information here for you to know that you might not have been aware of. So something to tune into if you're going to do some traveling this summer. And so we have a live broadcast coming up as well with Miss Behavior and Red Pointy Dog Training. And incidentally, Red Pointy Dog Training is our June featured expert. But this will be with Laura Gendron and Louise Belmont on Wednesday, May 24th at 7 p.m. It will be a live broadcast, so we'll be going live into the Facebook group, Facebook page, and on YouTube. And we'll be talking about solving the muzzle puzzle. So they have a workshop that is coming up about training your dog to wear a muzzle and why that's important. And we're going to be giving bits and pieces about what you can expect from that training. They'll be answering questions, things maybe that you haven't thought about, that you want to think about regarding why you would want to muzzle train your dog. And I know that they are giving away a free ticket to their upcoming workshop as well. So if that is something that you're interested in learning about and potentially winning a ticket to the upcoming workshop, then I highly recommend that you join us on Wednesday, May 24th. This is the second doggy social that I mentioned to you. So this will be Thursday, May 25th at 6 p.m. Much the same with the playtime, the toys, the ball pits, the games at Friendly Pets Dog Park. It is limited to 8 dogs so that we can keep it nice and intimate and safe. And like I said, it will just be the dogs in our group. There will be no other dogs allowed to come in. It is all fenced in. So there's nothing to worry about. There could be dogs on the other side of the gate. But it's, an interesting distraction to see how your dog would react in that type of environment, if that is something that you're interested in finding out. So our first annual pet equipment swap and shop is coming up on Sunday, May 28th. This is in cooperation with Mary's Dogs 5K Run for the Dogs fundraiser that they do. which is Sunday, May 28th at 8:30 a.m. in Deerfield at the fairgrounds. And what we're going to do is we have a booth there as well. And we are having people sign up for tables, and you'll come with your gently used equipment, supplies that you would want to sell. And the reason we're doing it in conjunction with what they're doing is because they're expecting an audience, and we're expecting to hopefully draw in additional people to give the vendors that are already coming to their event more of an audience, and then our vendors will get an audience from their vendors. So we're hoping that relationship will work out. And it is $25 for a table. All of the money raised in for the sale of the tables goes directly to Mary's Dogs. And then anything you sell or swap or whatever you decide to do, that's all money you keep. That's all something that you arrange. It doesn't go through us. You have your own way of collecting funds, whether it's money or Venmo or PayPal or whatnot. But there's a whole list of recommendations and things to be aware of on our website. Best practices really with this type of thing. So if that's something you're interested in, please check it out. We're looking to get at least 5 people to set up tables just so that we can have a little bit of an area. Otherwise, we may cancel that part of it. But it is the first time we're offering it. We don't know if people will be interested. I know I've heard from a lot of people who are interested in shopping at it, but we first have to have people who are interested in selling at it. So that's what we're working on right now. So you can head over to our website to learn more about that if you are interested. And so our Ask the Expert series with Laura Gendron will be happening at the end of the month, where she'll be talking about happier handling at home. And basically, it's an opportunity from everything that you've learned from her over the month. This is for members only, to ask those additional questions of Laura. She is a certified professional dog trainer, so you have the ability to ask her dog training questions as well in this Zoom session. And then we will talk about any new things coming up with the club as well. And that's specifically done in our Ask the Expert series every month. Member orientation for any new or current members. You don't have to be a new member to join this. If you are a member and you haven't joined an event yet, or you're confused about how to use your benefits, or you just have questions in general, or you just want to come and hang with us, then Wednesday, May 31st, just join us in the Zoom room, register ahead of time so you can get that Zoom link, and then come and get your questions answered. And this is in June, but I wanted to highlight it because we had a very successful first class, which was last Thursday, I think it was. And if this is something you're interested in, but you don't want to go through the hassle of going out and purchasing your own material and cutting up all the strips and getting prepared, you can actually buy the full snuffle kit. We only sell 5 per session, just because it takes me a little while to put them and get together. So I like to get this out early enough so that if people want to join us, they can go and purchase the snuffle making kit so that I customize it for you and I get it out in time for you to receive it prior to this event coming up on June 1st. But our first one was a huge success. And as you can see here, everybody is already out using their snuffle mats. There's a Zoom capture there. A few of the people who were in our class, there were some people who were just watching the replay. But with the preparation that was needed for this class, almost everyone was able to finish in time, or just have a little bit of time after the class to finish. So that was really our goal. As we worked through it, we answered questions. If anybody was having problems putting it together, we were talking about enrichment in general for pets. So it was a fun group of people. And you can see here, I got a lot of pictures back from people with their completed snuffle mats. And you can see the cats are engaging, the dogs are engaging. I've seen rabbits engaging. It really is a fun project. And it's a good quality project. You can either sign up to have the kit, as I mentioned, or if you choose option 2, then we'll send you a materials list and where to find the mat that you need to make it. So it's easy for you to go out and get it, and then you just have to prep all your strips. So all of that information is on our website if that's something you're interested in. And so to register for any of these events that you saw and others, go to goldendognh.com and just click on adventures. They're all listed there. And when you go to any of our adventures too, you'll see that we have a section that talks about the trails. We have a trail rating map so that you can see how we rate our trails and see if it's right for you and your dog. And then we also have a section that says, is this good for reactive dogs? So that you'll know if it's an appropriate event that your dog would be comfortable at, or if it's something that your dog should stay home, you're welcome to come. Um, or if you want to specifically talk about your individual's dog's needs, there is a email address there. Reach out to us. We're happy to talk through it with you and see if it is an event that would work well for you and your dog if they have any kind of uncomfortableness around people, dogs, or other things that may be where we're going. Children, you just never know. So it's good. We always go and we thoroughly vet our venues before we put them on the calendar, so we have a really good sense of if it would be right for a certain type of dog. So please reach out if you need to have that conversation. And so that is it. Off into the world of adventuring we go. And that is our lineup for May. I'm hoping that Mother Nature will favor us this month. We had a lot of rain on the weekends in April, which we're going to have some beautiful flowers. And Mother Nature is going to be very happy with all the rain that's out there. So that's not a bad thing. But it does make us kind of hold off on new events in May until we reschedule stuff from April. So hopefully we can get all that great stuff in and we can throw some new stuff on the calendar in June. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, you know how to find me. Otherwise, hopefully we'll see you on the trails this month. Have a great one, guys. Bye.